Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, say hi to everybody. Say hi. Hi. This is Coco. This is Coco. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love you. I love you. You ready to get down? You look like you're getting mad. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. That was my little cat. That's Coco the Siamese. If you didn't know, I like to talk about her from time to time. So anyway, today's video is going to be an all drugstore or affordable makeup look for Thanksgiving. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be kind of a talk through video. Let's get this show on the road. First thing I'm going to start out with is my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. This is my absolute favorite drugstore primer. It does such an awesome job at keeping the oils at bay on my T-zone, which, you know, it's kind of funny because I've been using retinol lately. I bought some Murad retinol and it really is doing a number on my skin. It is. I've got a lot of dryness down here on my chin, and so I'm not going to put any of this primer there, only because it's already very, very dry. I'm like super moisturized today because of that dryness that I have. I really like this primer with the foundations that I'm going to combine it with today. For foundation, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and Pro Glow. I really love combining these two. I think that they're awesome together. I like them separate, but I really love them when they're together. It's just been a favorite combination of mine. It gives me the perfect finish because I find that the Infallible Pro Matte is a little bit too matte. And the Pro Glow is okay. I really like it, but I would much rather go with a satin finish. So these two guys are a match made in heaven together. And I like putting these on with a beauty blender. So I just like the finish I get more with these foundations when I use a beauty blender versus my Artis Oval 8 brush. Lately I've kind of been favoring my beauty blender. I think I'm over using a brush. I've been using that Oval 8 for almost a year now, you know, pretty consistently. And it's not even a beauty blender. This is actually my Eco Tool sponge, and it's my favorite. I really love its consistency, the texture of it. It's just soft enough and bouncy enough to where I don't feel like I'm pounding my face with a rock. Gonna go in with my favorite drugstore concealer, and that is my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in medium. So I wanted to talk about my Thanks giveaway that I'm currently hosting on my channel. It's running for I think another week or so, and essentially it is a contest that I'm running where I'm asking you guys to tell me what it is that you're grateful for, and I will have that link down below, the link to the video and also the link to the contest. You have to be subscribed to my channel and you have to leave a gratitude statement, and you're more than welcome to do that on this video. You don't have to go to that video to enter. You can definitely enter on this video following the link that's in the description bar for the actual contest, and then also include a gratitude statement in the comments down below. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a winner using the link to my giveaway generator, and that winner I'm going to double check or cross-reference to make sure that I've got a comment for them of gratitude. I'm going to be announcing the winner on the 21st of November, but the contest is running through the 17th of November. And it's all just about, you know, trying to, I don't know, I want to try and generate some good vibes, because we've had so many bad things happen, and now we've had another incident, and this one is a little bit scarier for me because it is so close to home. The incident happened in Texas, in South Texas. It's a little town that's outside of San Antonio, Texas, which is where I grew up. So it's just very disheartening, and I thought that this contest would help to bring some people some joy. Oh, by the way, I'm powdering using the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin in Rich Tan as my setting powder. But anyway, it's just those types of things, those disheartening things that occur that, you know, they're heartbreaking, and I just want my contest to kind of bring a little bit of joy, a moment at least of joy to people's lives. And that's why I am kind of made it kind of an exercise in gratitude. You know, we all really need some good feelings happening because this world we're living in a really, really crazy, crazy place and a crazy time at the moment. I didn't put my cat ears on. I forgot. Here they are. Because I hate for my hair to get in my way. I've been using Monat. I don't know how you pronounce it. I've been using it and it's causing a little bit of flaking and it's annoying. But from what I understand, that's kind of like a part of the process with Monat. So I'm just going to kind of stick it out and see what happens. So sadly, I don't have any drugstore brow products. I'm just going to use the Brow Gal brow trio thing because I don't have anything from the drugstore for my brows at the moment. And this, I don't think I would consider it a drugstore item because you can find it at Nordstrom. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. And there we go. Okay. So moving on, for my eyes, I am going to use this new palette. This is a new product that I just recently bought. I have used it a little bit and I love it. I'm just going to say it right now, flat out. I absolutely love this palette. So anyway, let me tell you what it is. It is the e.l.f. Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette in Summer Breeze. I think this is the Mad for Mattes 2 and it is absolutely gorgeous. Let me show it to you. Here's what the shadows look like. Absolutely love, love, love these shadows. They're amazing. They're beautiful. That is what I'm going to be using for my eyes. And I think I'm going to start out with, this peachy guy right here. I'm going to put that in my crease. And anytime I start out with a transition or even a crease color, I always start out in the middle of my eye. Sometimes I don't want to have a lot of shadow or color right here in the outer. I'd rather start in the middle and kind of work it out in both directions. And then if I want to add more intensity to the outer corner, then I'll go in and I'll hit that spot specifically. And these shadows are super pigmented. I really, really think this is one of the better palettes that e.l.f. has put out. Easy to work with. Today I'm going to go for a smoky eye. So just starting to set the base color down. In combination with that, I want to add a little bit of this mustard color right here. I really like that color. I think it's really, really pretty. And I'm just going to kind of like combine the two colors and bring that mustard color up just a teensy bit higher. Sometimes smoky eyes can be really complex and sometimes it can be really easy. Today I'm going for easy. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Like with any smoky eye, it does require some blending. And I apologize for constantly looking at the viewfinder. I look at the viewfinder because I'm just checking to make sure that I'm in focus since I don't have autofocus on this camera. I'm going to go in with this color right here. And it's just a deeper tone of the first transition color that I used. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it in the actual crease. This palette is just only $10. Can you believe it? 10 bucks. So if you're on a budget or just don't want to spend a lot of money on your makeup, definitely go for the e.l.f. Mad for Mattes 2. It's called Summer Breeze. I think it's one of their best sellers. It's just lovely. And I think it is great for this time of year. I also think that it's a really nice summer palette. But I have created some really nice looks with this palette. I would say that, you know, it's up there with my Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. Now, that palette is the ultimate dream for me as far as matte shadows are concerned. But for this being such an affordable palette, it is got some really great quality. So I've just kind of laid down the base colors. I always worry a little bit, you know, I worry that my eyeshadow looks are a little bit messy, but they tend to work themselves out. So that's always a good thing. Okay, I am going to go in next with, I'm going to go in with this deep purple color because it's just calling to me. And this particular shadow, you do have to build up a little bit. So just know that you got to work with it a little bit, but it does build up nicely. And the reason that I'm going for all mattes with this Thanksgiving Day look is, you know, from my perspective, Thanksgiving is a time that you're spending with your family and you're usually going over to somebody's house or you're hosting. And And I don't think it has to be like super duper glam, because it's your family, you know. I mean, you can go glam, don't get me wrong. That's never, you know, just because I'm hanging out with my family doesn't mean that I'm not going to go glam, because I don't need a reason to go glam or not go glam. But I'm thinking that, you know, Thanksgiving is it's more of a relaxing holiday, you know. It's more of a spend time with your family kind of holiday. And I usually would go for something pretty simple like this, just because I don't want to spend all day getting ready. I'd rather spend the time hanging out with my family, watching football, because I'm a huge football fan. Well, I'm not a huge football fan, but I like football only because I like to play football pool and things like that. People ask me, what's your favorite team? And my response is usually my fantasy football team is my favorite team. I really like the statistics. I like, you know, trying to find the best players, trying to figure out who's going to do better against who, you know, that kind of thing. I've always really been into sports. Football and basketball are the two sports that I truly love watching. Soccer, I used to go to soccer games. We have a soccer team here in Seattle that's not bad. I think they won the cup last year, the MLS Cup last year, but I just lost interest. I think I have built that up enough. I think I've got the kind of pigmentation that I'm looking for, and like I said, these shadows build up like a dream. So I'm going to go in with this brush again, and I am going to just reinforce that crease color a little bit and blend these two together, so that I'm seamless. I've got a nice gradient happening there. And just make sure not to lose that really beautiful plummy purple shade. But like I said, these build up beautifully. They do very, very well. And thankfully, this particular smoky eye doesn't need a lot of blending. I think I want to add a little bit of depth to the outer corner. I'm going to go in with the black that's in the palette, and apply that very carefully to the outer corner. And I'm just focusing it right there because I just want to add a little bit of depth. I'm not taking it in. I'm just kind of landing it in that little spot right there, just to add some dimension to the look. And I'm always very, very cautious with black. I'm nervous about using it sometimes. If you notice, I don't really use black a lot in my looks. In this case, this is the only color that's going to show up against this deep purple plummy shade. Then I'm going to take my brush that I used with the purple shadow, and I'm going to put a little bit of purple shadow on there, and I'm going to blend that out. And then again, blending, blending, blending. I'm going to go in with this rounded brush, and whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to kind of blend out that edge. And same on the other side. Then I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to smoke out the lower lid a bit. I'm going to start out with the plum shade. I don't normally smoke out my lower lid that often, not like really smoky. I don't know why, I just don't. But I think with this look it needs it. I'm going to take a soft brush and I'm going to go in with the deeper orange shade. This one right here, this deeper peach shade. I'm going to apply a little bit of that to kind of smoke things out a bit more. And I'm going to go in with this mustardy color and I'm going to put it down underneath. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm repeating what I did up top. Except I don't think that I'm going to add the black to my lower lid. I think I like it the way it's shaping up right now. I'm taking that mustardy color and I'm kind of connecting all of it right here on this outer edge. just to kind of make it look rounded, and I will do a little bit of cleanup. Take a quick peek at the viewfinder, look in my mirror, see how things are looking. I'm actually really liking it. And then what I like to do is I like to go in and do any kind of cleanup with my beauty sponge, just so that it doesn't look all crazy. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some shadow, this light colored shadow right here on the end, and I'm going to put this on the brow bone, kind of to help brighten things up a little bit. For lashes, I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I am going to be wearing falsies. Oh my god, I just poked my eye. I just think that with such a strong eye, I myself like wearing false lashes. And I don't curl my lashes when I put my falsies on, because the curl will get in the way of me applying my lash. And I know it might be a little bit early to do a Thanksgiving look, but what I was feeling at the moment, it's kind of what I want to do. Okay, so the mascara's on. Next is lashes, and I'm going to be using my Ardell Demi Wispies. I got one of them right here. Time to tightline, and for upper and lower tightline, I think I'm going to use the same color, and I think I'm going to go with a ColourPop liner. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Eyeliner in No Shame. And I do like the Marc Jacobs gel liners. I really do think that the ColourPop Cream Gel liners are a dupe. Maybe not in color selection necessarily, although they do have a very, very extensive color selection, but definitely in formula. And I am going to put it all the way around. Oh, I hate putting liner on my tight line. You'll have to forgive my eyes. They sometimes do not like it. The ColourPop Cream Gel liners don't irritate my eyes nearly as badly as any of the other liners out there. Since we've gotten the eye look completed, let's go ahead and work on face. And I'm going to start out with contour. And I'm going to my Holy Grail Drugstore contouring palette, and that is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette, contour. I don't know. It's in Dulce de Leche, and I am going to use the bronzer shade, which, haha, look at that. I'm hitting pan. I'm so excited. I always feel so accomplished when I hit pan on my products. I don't know why. That's a weird thing to feel accomplished for, but I do. And I'm using this little brush that I got when I hit my Sephora VIB Rouge status for next year. Shameful, I know, but anyway. And I love this as a contour brush. It fits perfectly in my hand, and it does such a great job. It fits so perfectly right here for me. And I like how flexible the bristles are on this brush. They have just the right amount of bend, I think, for contouring, and it fits comfortably in my hand so that when I do my left side, it's not so awkward. Sorry if I'm a little sniffly. I've been having allergy issues. I don't know what was in the air, although we did get some snow over here in the Pacific Northwest, which is, you know, kind of weird to get snow in November. We usually don't start getting snow until like January, which when I first moved to the Pacific Northwest, or was thinking about moving to the Pacific Northwest, people were constantly telling me that it doesn't snow in the Pacific Northwest. They were wrong. It hasn't snowed about 2 years in the 12 years that I've lived in the Pacific Northwest. 2 out of the 12 years we did not get snow. I think because I've got such a matte look going on, I'm gonna go for a blush that's a little bit glowy. So I am going for my favorite Milani Luminoso. I think this is one of the most beautiful blushes that's out there, although I do not think that this is the original Luminoso. The color of the older Luminosos that I've seen that people have is very different from what I have. It's a little bit, I don't know, more coral or deeper, I don't know. But anyway, applying that to my cheeks. I love this blush though. I know that it's kind of like a popular summer blush, but I really like it because it's just got this beautiful glow and this beautiful luminosity, and I think with so much matte happening on my face, I need to kind of bring a little bit more life to the skin. And then for highlight, I'm going to my one and only favorite drugstore highlight, and that is the Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Gold. I think the YouTube community is all a Twitter, all a buzz, because this highlighter I think might be coming out in more shades, which is good. And just applying that to my cheekies. Highlighting is probably my most favorite thing to do, especially since I learned the trick of, you know, constantly of kind of blending the highlighter in, because it kind of sets the shimmers off. It kind of buffs them and helps them to become even shinier. But if you're a little bit nervous about wearing a highlight, you know, you're worried about it showing, you know, any kind of wrinkles or texture, if you've got aging skin. e.l.f. actually has a really good one. I have it here. I've got an illuminating palette from them, and it's not bad. I've gotten like some serious shine. They're very subtle, you know, it's a very fine highlight. It's not overly glittery or overly shimmery. That's them right there. They're actually quite subtle. If you go with a light hand, you can actually get a really beautiful highlight. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll just I'll top one of these little guys off with that, just to bring it out just a little more, because why not? And then I'm going to go and add some to my nose. I didn't contour my nose. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll add this yellow shade here from the e.l.f. palette. Subtle, but there. I can definitely see it. I don't do any highlight above my brows anymore. I don't know why. I don't like the way it emphasizes, you know, this area right here. I like being like this. That's what I like right now. We got all of that going on. Now we're gonna set the brows, and I am using my Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. You've seen it a million times. I love this little guy, even though it's been playing me lately and it's been leaving little dots on this eyebrow here. I think I'm gonna go in with this one from L'Oreal. I'm gonna pick a gloss. Again, because I am doing such a matte look, I wanna bring a little bit of shine. And before I apply this though, I want to apply some lip liner. I think I'm gonna go in with this Rimmel liner, and this is in Addiction. I like this formula. It's very nice, very creamy. So now going in with this L'Oreal Infallible Lip Paint in Nude Star 312, Nude Star. Even if I'm wearing a matte eye look, I've got to have my inner corner highlight. You just have to have that, especially with a smoky eye. It helps to bring brightness to the eye. So there you have it. That is the finished look. And I really like it. I think it's really beautiful and sultry, and yet not too over the top. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you don't mind this chit-chatty get ready with me. I just wanted to kind of throw on some makeup that I might wear on Thanksgiving Day if I were going out, you know, to spend time with friends or family. This is a great look, I think, even for like if you've got a harvest party, or even if you're going out to dinner at a restaurant for Thanksgiving. I think this look is really appropriate for that. It is a pretty easy smoky eye. It came together pretty quickly. Not a whole lot of steps, not a whole lot of blending. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And also, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button on your way out. That way you don't miss any more videos from me, as well as hitting the notification bell so so that way you will be notified when I have posted new video. Don't forget about the thanks giveaway. The link is noted down below. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.